Hello and welcome to This Week in Movies, talking about all the biggest news, which means, of course, we have to start with probably the biggest story of the year, and that is the first trailer for Jackass Forever. Somehow, almost all of the gang, minus a couple restraining orders, is all here, and even better than that, it looks like they still got their fastball. This preview, I was a little skeptical. I was a little bit like, all right, it sounds like it's gonna just be, oh yeah, let's get everybody together, and then we'll just get a couple new people and make them do all the crazy stuff. Like, I should have known. I should have known better than to think that they would do that. Johnny Knoxville is a madman. This dude just seems to live to do insane stunts, which is wild, given that he has a pretty successful film career. He's had a pretty successful acting career outside of these movies. You got Steve-O, who has become a big podcaster and comedian. And I mean, like, the other guys, I understand, like, the other guys being like, yeah, we'll do another Jackass movie. You tell us when and where. But, like, some of the bigger names, like, it's crazy to see that they're getting, up, like, Knoxville's, like, 49, 50 years old now. Like, and, like, some of these stunts are, it's just, it's proof to me that the things that I find funny will just always be funny, because I loved this when I was a kid and watched it. I loved it when the first and second movies came out. I loved it when the third movie came out, and I am absolutely gonna love it when this is already on. Like, you know how, like, everyone's like, mark your calendars, it's the movie event of the year. Like, this is my movie event of the year. And I'm just so thankful to these guys for just being so committed to the bit for us. Another insane story took another unexpected and crazy twist. The Rock was promoting the Jungle Cruise movie that he has with Emily Blunt that is coming out soon. And he was asked about some certain comments that Mr. Vincent Diesel made when it came to promoting F9, when he was asked about the feud between the two men. And if you don't remember, Vin said that he could be a little hard on people because he liked to get the best performance out of the actors. And for The Rock, it was going to be hard because people knew The Rock as a wrestler. They didn't know him as an actor. So Vin Diesel had to be a little tough love. And I remember he said, not Fellini-esque, but he had to give tough love to get the performance right from The Rock. So that was what Vin Diesel said, and The Rock finally was asked about it and had the chance to respond. And he responded in basically the worst way if you're Vin Diesel. If your name is Vin Diesel and you're reading, you are pissed. I laughed, and I laughed hard. Johnson said, I think everyone had a laugh at that, and I'll leave it at that. I ended that. I've wished them well. I wish them well on 9, and I wish them the best of luck on 10 and 11, and the rest of the Fast and Furious movies that they do without me. Okay, so a lot to unpack there, but saying it so. I understand. Egos run rampant in movies like this, casts like this, success like this, but Dwayne, we need you. We can't have 2 more movies in the main family trilogy or saga before we get to the endless sequels and spin-offs and prequels that they're gonna do. We need you. We need Luke Hobbs. The people need you. You're the people's champion. You're the people's actor now. The people need you. And Universal is going to back just a dump truck of money to his gate and be like, hey, Dwayne, this is Fast and Furious money. There's more for part 11 if you want to saddle up for that one here, buddy. And this is a tough spot because The Rock is one of those people that, like, when he's like, yeah, I don't need it, I'm out, I believe him, because he just does whatever he wants. So if he's like, don't want to do it, like, I believe that for sure. But he's also, he's a man of the people, and I cannot stress that enough. I know you'll never see this Rock, but people's champ. That makes this even a tougher look for Vin Diesel is Emily Blunt comes off the top rope here like it's the Rock and Sock connection circa 2001 and just buries Vin Diesel, after talking about Vin Diesel's comments, The Rock gives his nice response, and Emily Blunt responds and says, "Thank God Diesel was there because he carried you through that." Like, brutal. And they just both laugh. Like, I can't believe it. Like, oh man. And like, they're the two nicest people in Hollywood. Like, how much worse is it that these two people have the reputation of being the nicest people in the world of celebrities, in the world of horrible, rude, mean celebrities? We have Emily Blunt and The Rock, two just dunking endlessly on Vin Diesel. I think Emily Blunt even does say Fellini-esque in the interview. Like, it's wild. What a feud. I never expected it. I should have known if this was gonna be a feud that happened, but Emily Blunt being The Rock's tag team partner on that is, what a heel turn. Writer-director Jordan Peele has announced his newest film that will be his third, written and directed by him. Let's take a look at the poster. All right. Nope. The third film from Jordan Peele will hit theaters almost exactly a year from now, on July 22nd, 2022. I have no idea what it could be. I think one of my favorite things about this poster is the comment thread underneath his tweet of people circling and highlighting things that they see in the image in the poster. But more importantly, I'm focused on three things here in the poster. I'm focused on Daniel Kaluuya, who just won an Academy Award and who, didn't like get his breakthrough, but like broke into public consciousness in Get Out, which was Jordan Peele's first movie. So the two of them teaming up is already, like, them reuniting is already like, okay, sold. If you weren't sold at just Jordan Peele being back with another movie, if you needed something else to sell you, boom, Daniel Kaluuya. Keke Palmer, boom, sold. Steven Yeun, fresh off an Academy Award nomination of his own for Minari, is select sequences filmed in IMAX. Like, what more do you need? Jordan Peele is gonna come in and he's gonna probably be like horror Christopher Nolan with like, okay, you're gonna see some stunning IMAX sequences here. Warner Brothers and Michael B. Jordan have announced that Michael B. Jordan and his production company are going to work on a limited series revolving around Superman for HBO Max to debut probably sometime in the next year or two. And the series is going to be based on Val-Zod, who is one of two black Supermen. And it's funny because this can't be confused, not to be confused with Warner Brothers' other Superman endeavor, which is the J.J. Abrams produced Superman movie that they're apparently working on that will follow a black Clark Kent. And Michael B. Jordan was actually rumored and talked about for Superman for that project. And he kind of said, like, there's other black Supermen that I think deserve stories. Like, we don't have to change Clark Kent and make him black when he's always been white, when there's black Supermen in the DC universe. And, I'm very happy that Michael B. Jordan and his company, Outlier Society, are going to be able to do this. I think that he has proven time and time again to put his money where his mouth is when it comes to finding, good stories and good talent to tell these black stories, and to focus and highlight black creatives, black actors, and really just amplify and help push diversity in the industry. It's a predominantly white industry a lot of the time, and the more diversity and the more unique voices we get, the better it's going to be because of it. But the thing that bothers me with this is Warner Brothers. It's hard to tell how to feel about Warner Brothers in this situation. And that's the thing that I keep thinking about, because Warner Brothers is literally coming off of like a 2-year investigation that found like Joss Whedon and some of the higher ups and producers and everybody in the Warner Brothers and DC Films hierarchy were like doing horrible things and being racist and being terrible to, Ray Fisher and some of the other cast, and like all the bullying that went on. And so these allegations of racism and these investigations and stuff, like, the investigations did turn up, instances of bullying and instances of mistreatment by director and crew and producers, especially those higher ups. So this feels a lot like Warner Brothers is, trying to save face and be like, all right, well, we'll give Michael B. Jordan, we'll give him this, and it'll be okay. So, like, it's okay to be mad, is I think where I'm trying to land with this. Is like, I'm very excited for Michael B. Jordan to get this opportunity, because based on what I have seen and heard from Michael B. Jordan, I know that it means a lot to him. Whereas with Warner Brothers, I think this is just a move to save face. Just like, hey, let's do a Superman movie, but let's have Clark Kent be black this time just because. Like, I trust Ta-Nehisi Coates to write a good story for that movie, but, like, the intention behind it just feels like, let's just put this out there and take the heat off here for a bit. And I'll be curious to see what starts to come out around it, because Warner Brothers is really in a position where they need to put up or shut up when it comes to standing by their creatives and supporting these minority creatives.